Your new single is out. It's called Nectarine. We played an acoustic version tonight, which I'm very, very excited for. So it's a bit more broody. It's a little bit darker than some of the previous songs you've had out. Like Momentum was so light and so airy. So like, what sort of direction is that pushing you in now, like musically?
I think that's the thing. I think I've just released singles so far. I've done an EP, but sort of single based EP, and I'm just sort of like writing loads of music, collaborating loads, and then putting it out there as singles because I'm trying to find what's working. Weirdly, I feel like everything's working, so I don't really know yet. But like the direction I'm sort of going in is like maybe like a mix of Nectarine, but also leaning into a bit of folk.
Ooh,
I don't know.
that's so
I don't know
exciting.
yet. Like I'm making an EP at the minute, and we're recording it over the summer. And it's sort of like I have a vision, but a lot of it is just gonna be like produced and written in the way that I don't know. It just sort of has its own direction. So I'm still figuring that out. I'm still figuring out how to like brand my sound and stuff. But yeah, it's all in the works. And then yeah, Nectarine is sort of more of an experimental track, definitely, of like a mix of loads of different influences. So I've got like the jazz and then obviously like the alternative sort of atmospheric synth vibe, but it's also got that spoken word feel, but also kind of like rocky. So it's just got a bit of everything. It was just a little bit of like a playful song, really.
And like for the lyrics and like the way you were thinking about like putting it all together lyrically instead of that sense, like what was sort of pushing you, what's your like what conditions are you writing in, what like is really inspiring you at the moment?
So that song, my keys player Nate came up with a little motif, and us as the band, we just sort of wrote out how we felt around that. And then lyrically, the song is about in like imposter syndrome, because I feel like I'm only just recently coming into like the music world and experiencing like I've met so many like amazing musicians and amazing professional people that when I put myself in the situations, no matter how much like I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm a real musician, I still have those doubts about myself. And so that song was expressing those feelings and navigating basically just like my experience now as a musician. Like everything seems so far away, but also like I'm navigating it, you know what I mean?